Hello everyone, welcome back to Wola Zabierzowska and the Triple Threat Challenge where we're just wrapping up December. I've got the trees down, they're all pretty small so I was able to hand lift them on. Does mean though we're not going to get much in the way of wood out of them. It's going to get these stumps ground out. Or I forget. I got those last two there, which I was umming and ahhing about. If we actually take them down. And I'm looking at it. Yes, we are. So we'll get over here and I think I want the entire front of the property accessible. Okay, and you. Now I have been actually just trimming these up just to make it easy to see what I'm doing. It makes zero difference to our own lumber mill. Yeah, as you see, it's like 71 kilograms. Yeah, totally an easy lift, but hey, I'm not going to complain. It means I don't have to use the front loader. Did I leave the actual... I did. I left the actual grinder going. Whoops. Oh. One. And another. So there we go. That is that sorted. Obviously can't put that sheep goat pen in yet because... well, I want that money because we might be able to pay the loan off. Can we? I really hope so. It'd be nice not to have to worry about that, but you know, we've got the options of things to do. Now, put that goat enclosure in, pick up some more fields. I mean, we've got plenty of fields still to grab. I mean, we've only actually completed 3 of them. Do have to say though, it's been nice taking a break from doing the contracts because, I mean, they make us a bit of money, but they're mildly tedious at the same time because they're not furthering the farm beyond padding the wallet. Let's see if we can actually loop this in without having to do any fancy maneuvering. No, I'm already seeing that I have made a mess of it. Oh boy. Let's see if we can just use it in. So one problem with this trailer is it's such a hassle to maneuver. You know, I'm just going to drop that off now. There's be a little bit more wiggle room. I just bully this in. Maybe if I go. No. We need a smaller tractor. But if we actually, I know that. What happens if we just mash it in? I need to be selecting the actual front tilt implement. There we go. Done. Done the right way? No. But we got it done. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Wow, it's a bit more damage to the tractor. All of that, so this was empty. It's not even worth turning on. That's really not even worth turning on. Right, we'll get this back up to the farm. Obviously, the one last check just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything, and then we will move on to January and see if we're lucky been able to get rid of this loan. Here we are in January. I've done a couple of little bits and pieces here and there, just tidying up productions and got the trailer loaded, but let's do the roll. I'm using the good old-fashioned die to roll, so if I get an odd number, it's a yes, we can, we'll repay it, and if it's an even number, no, we can't. So, who knows, you might hear it over this, but what have we got? That is an 11. I did just say that, yes, we can. All right. Let's go. Oh, yes. So, there's this mess. We've got the aged goat cheese on here, plus a random stack. I've just gotten rid of all of the canola oil out of here. This is now completely empty. This is doing its thing. And we got all of that there. Switched to just doing the Napa cabbage, so we can just get it organized for finalizing off the kimchi. Now, we gotta go sell this, and more importantly though, where is it? Into the finances. This is gonna be good. 150, repay the whole thing. Goodbye, good sir. Bye-bye. Ah, look at that. $0 and not much. Alright, well, to eliminate it, I guess that's going to be the one that's the inconvenient one dealt with, because, hey, it's based on chance. We may or may not be able to repay it, so given the fact that we've had the opportunity to, let's bring the clock back up now we've done all the admin. Yeah. We are now progressing on the challenge at our convenience. No random generation, barring, tornadoes and that sort of stuff. Am I taking this to the right place? Aged goat cheese wants to go to, technically the supermarket, right? What have we got in here? Let's just be lazy. Small village shop. What else we got on here? This small village shop. That's all the way down that end. The supermarket. How much? Where are we? Canned peas. What should we actually lose going? We're just going to go to the... Oh, hello. We rolled. Too busy on the phone looking at the prices. Let's go to the usual shop. It's honestly not that much of a loss on the aged goat cheese, and everything else is... yeah. So I don't really want to have to do 2 trips. I have also realized that I forgot about something. So we can actually convert a little EDK trailer to a flat deck and use that instead of this oversized thing and have a little bit more finesse. We're just going to nip in this way. Oh, that is good. It is so unbelievably good to have that threat paid off. So there's 50,000 and the trailer's clear. How much was that? 45,000. But also there's the potential issue of of the fence money. Yeah. Sneak through here. Grind, crash, crunch. Now these guys will have produced a bit more milk. What I did forget last time as well is actually the other goat pen. It was actually running not at full steam yet because it had a bunch of kids still in it. They hadn't actually grown up yet. They have now, so we're getting some pretty yields out of them. We'll jump up to here and have a look at it. So yeah, we're up to just over 1,000 litres a month there, and we're getting the 550, but they reproduce next month. There's my 61 there. That'll make 44 total, right, on here. Be 100 and next 5 will end up with 105. We'll have 105. Ooh. That's some progress there, isn't it? But yes, the one thing I did forget was yeah, we got that trailer down there. And on that note, use sales. Now I'm fine. A couple of nice things in there, but having that loan paid off is of far more interest to me. Now we're going to go straight across here so we don't inadvertently sell anything over that way. I don't think it will take it, but that's fine. Well, let's go a different way. Let's go a different way. See if this takes us to in the direction that we actually want. Technically, just means I'll have to go up here and hang a right and just shy of 1,500 litres. So that's good. That might actually be worth a pellet a month. Park in here nicely. Yep, there we go. Where are we? It's this one here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Special dairy up to the aged goat cheese. We'll get that running again. I should probably I'm going to get bale down to there because they're starting to run a little low. I mean, they got the meadow, but let's not risk it. They are a there we go. They're a moneymaker. So it turns out there was basically enough aged goat cheese left in the dairy that it was close enough. So we got another pallet on there, another $9,500. Oh, brilliant. I am going to do a bit of a switcheroo here, I think. Unless I can somehow manage to. I don't think that has a attacher on the back, does it? No. We'll take this back up. And I'm also going to go, once we get up there, I'm going to grab the trailer. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'll bring one of them down. And probably just the little EDK and turn that into a bale trailer so we can use it for smaller jobs. And since we don't store, I'll be able to bring back the big low loader. But yeah, this is just going to be some back and forth. See you in a moment. It's a dirty little trailer, isn't it? But hey, it will work for what we want it to. I'm going to sell the honey now because, like, it's not the best time, but I just want to make sure that we have got the funds that we need to make sure that that pen goes in, since we have to mess around with all of the oops, yeah, customizing the fences, and that can get expensive, especially if, like, things don't go according to plan. So I'm going to manually stack this just to make sure that everything fits on properly. Probably should move the trailer forward too, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. So I don't have to worry about accidentally stuffing it back into the pallet storage once again. That'll do. That will do perfectly fine. That can go there. So we've got 14 full pallets. I'm not going to sell the part pallet, like, it's not, we're not there. Well, actually, maybe I do. You know how full it is. Okay, there is some of it. Yep, sweet. Anything else in there? No, it's actually empty now. So we go and scoot you over a little bit more. And we get to go for a bit of a drive to a different spot. We'll head down to the, I think it's a small market that we're going to. Lock that in just so I don't make a mess of things. Ooh, that was very close. Look at that, just stayed on. And what do we got over here? And we can do it from here. There's a lot of stockpiled. Whoops. Ooh, that was close. There's a lot of stockpiled goods gone. And also with probably not going to need the massive trailer up here anymore. We could keep that elsewhere where we, you know, moving bales or something like that. Alright, there we go. What have we got? That's 4 stages of 9. Okay, yeah, it's honestly, it's 2/3 a pallet. That can come with 2. Done. Now I'm curious as to just how much, like how many goats we can get into that upcoming enclosure. Because I mean, we'll be at, we've got capacity of 105 currently, which means we need 145 more for the challenge. I don't think we're doing that off this one enclosure, but that's fine. There is, actually, I haven't even thought ahead, but it's going to be very nice. There is a farm yard down here that we could pick up and repurpose. I think it's a mixed one or something, or it might even be, I don't know what actually it's supposed to be. It's either chicken, more chickens or pigs or something. But we could grab that and repurpose that one. Or we could just, we'll just actually get that land over there, eh? We'll stick with the original plan. And we'll just do a different goat enclosure there as well. Here's the farm that's just behind all of these. You can see it just through there. Lots of stuff. Okay, so, come on mate, I have got money to make here, good sir. He just doesn't care. Now, I'm pretty sure the sell point is like here. It's 15,000, not too bad at all. Yeah, it's like this here, so, I mean, it's a nice little piece of land. Crunch, let's just park into, well, turn that off. So what is this? This is like a shed. Let's have a look-see on the actual build menu, eh? Garage with silo, ooh, that's kind of cool. Farmhouse, ooh, there's a lot. Pigsty. It's a this is a pig farm. I mean, we'd get a lot of the money back for it, that's for sure. And the price of the land is a lot? Ooh, it comes with this too. Oh. I mean, yeah, no, I'd still probably clear that off. I'd keep probably that if we got this. and then that, and then just make a... This would do it. This would do it. But, anyway, let's get the tractor out of the tree. Get it up to our main farm. And 91,000 will be enough to actually get the enclosure in. Worst case, there are some okay contracts. We could do 3 cultivating contracts. I didn't mean, they say they want to get away from doing the contracting, but this might be a case of one where we need to do it. Yeah, there's tram lines just there. Tram lines are there for a reason, right? Let's use them. This is fine. This is what the tram lines are totally for. So, I don't need to actually pick up any of these, but I mean, I'm very much wanting to at the same time. Ooh, change lanes. Alright. It didn't work out as well as I'd hoped it would. Let's eat. Oh, let's just park it here. This'll do. This will do. And there we go. I knew that was turning up soon. If we can get down over to our farmland. Now we've got all that out of the way. Let's get me out of the way. Okay, so here is this. Now we were going to go with it like that, weren't we? We did just hit an autosave, didn't we? Yes. So if this goes to custard, there will be an abrupt cut, and I'll reload. There's the road, and if we just... How do we want to do this? Like, if it was like that, there's no real access there, but that would be nice just to have a parking area or something. We will go... There, yes, please. Now, where is that coming off? It is coming off there, okay. I want to leave actually a fair amount of space so we can actually get to that without cursing at ourselves. Which is going to be... that'll be enough. And then we want to bring that all the way over to... Ooh, it's just risky, but... Sure. They can have the tree. And... it's my properties. Both sides are there, so it's fine. What do we got there? About there-ish. Just eyeball it. Good enough-ish. Here's the risky part. Yes, it worked for a change. Yes, I want to meadow that up. Why are there stones in there? I don't know. How big? How big? How big is that? I mean, it's certainly a thing, right? Needs some beautification. 46. Oh, not very good. Who knows, maybe it'll change when we add some. Where is the interaction point for this anyway? But I thought it would have been about just here. Is there a gate to even get into here? Kind of, I guess. I could just walk straight through that. Huh. Alright then. If he's still here, I don't need to spend as much. Maybe I should have gone all the way up there and... No, this is fine, this is fine. I like this. Okay, let me just fiddle around with some stuff. So we've got some bales down here now. I did try and do it with the Mahindra with the liftwood attachment, but no, it's a nightmare. So we've got 2 of them in here as well. So we've got a bit of food. So what we can do is go over to here. I think we're just going to, I mean, technically I could afford to do it, but there's not much point because it's not going to get us to the final amount. So we'll just go half of it, goats, and sweet, done. Which means, yeah, so we've got a few contracts that I've been looking at as well. Where am I going? Over to here. So we've got that one there, so that's quite a bit. Alright, well, that is plenty of goats. And we'll have more next month as well with the reproduction down at the 2nd patch. But yes, I got this is the one from the main farm, so it's going to live down here because it's, I mean, we're not going to need to use it a lot, but it's just a lot easier to use this over the alternatives. I wonder if I can manage to bully this around. Let's see if I can or not. That helps so much, the telescope. And we should, oops. Honestly, good enough. Good enough. I just want them in there, out of the way mostly. They don't need to be perfect. Am I in far enough to grab it? Yes. Oh, wow, I can actually carry 2 of these with this little chap. Huh. The little telly truck that could. Somewhat. Okay, now can I somehow nangle? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can already see it so disastrously going that we're not even going to attempt it. The forks level again. I really should, like, get these guys adapted to having a, was it a skid steer attachment and actually put a bale spike on, but oh boy, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Honestly, good enough. Bring that in. Bring that up. Yep, welcome to me and my machinery operating skills. Honestly, we'll come back to that. I'll get them stacked in there slowly but surely. Now, yeah, I think we kind of want to do actually get some extra money, so let's back to the contracts. We're going to borrow the kit for this one. And then we're going to, that is a cultivating one, yes, and this one here. And we'll just take that one. Now, somewhere around is this nice big chap here. Is that meant to be like that? I feel it's meant to be like some extra wheels there, but I don't know. Looks a bit weird to me, but so long as it works. Now let's get this up the road. Where are we taking this up the road? 11 is hang a left up the main drag at just before the gas station. And then we'll come back to the long one. Actually, I'm seriously considering just getting a worker to do it, so I'll see you up at field 11. That's right next to the sheep. Well, the goat enclosure, our first one. Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll just get the worker, we'll reset. Cool, and just go for it. Now, what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to jump down to the Mahindra, and one of these... Actually, no, we were on the right spot. There's the Deadwood contract that is right next to our little production yard we've got here. Wasn't intending on doing more Deadwood, but, you know, you can get a little bit of money in the bank just to hedge, get a safety net more than anything. Oh, yeah, there's another one up there. Alright, we'll just go like this. Send that down. Oh boy. And we'll just, I don't know, cut it in half here somewhere. Yeah, not quite in half, but you get the idea. Okay, let's get the Mahindra moving. I dropped that so atrociously bad. I should have dropped it on the other side of these two trees. And oop. There we go, pick that one up. And if we can somehow finagle our way around, not really, but it'll do. Right, how do we juggle this? I feel like, you know, the old joke with the dog and it's, you know, the stick that is trying to get through the door. Well, the gate. That is exactly how I'm feeling right now. Honestly, let's just be sensible about it. That is the only way that that's going to work without taking 20 to 30 minutes to move a tree. Boom, there we go. That will do. They're a bit heavier than the our ones that we moved down, but also at the same time, just move them one at a time. Boom. Yeah, well, we had like 1.4 or something like that in there, so that's done pretty well. I've got this down here that actually blends in with the terrain, doesn't it? Anyway, I will potter through this contract. And I'll see you a bit later in the month. Here we go, last tree, I believe, of the contract. Yes, yes it is. Excellent. And that is a much better chop, that one. Okay, and somewhere about here just to make my life easier. Come on. Yep. That is light enough to pick up. And we'll put it over here. And no, 277. A little bit too heavy to pick up. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, it's kind of been like that the whole time. Alright, get that strapped on there now, and just... let's try and bump this around. Boom. No, no bump. Okay, fine. I will have to do this properly then, won't I? It's starting to get later in the day. Our worker has been mucking around a little bit though, to be fair. The equipment's a little bit big for that field. Let's be honest, it's just a little too big for it. And not this time. That tree has taken me out a couple of times. Wait, let's bring that down a little bit so we've got a bit more control of our tractor, and boom, boom, boom. Done. Okay, there is our contract complete. A little bit of money. Yeah, not much, but hey, it's something. 16,000 liters of wood. Not that one. That one. We will just... Yeah, let's just turn it all on, just get it done. Okay, yeah, like this guy has been struggling, but I think, yeah, he's onto the headlands now, so... There is that. I think that's the one I want. Yes, it is. Let's do another one of these. Beep, beep, beep. I love these telly trucks. We're gonna have to get more of them. A tele truck for every farm. Well, every goat farm. Although, I guess we probably don't need one for the lumberyard area. I mean, it's only a lumberyard area for the time being until we finish up with that. That area's plan. Actually, on that note, we should go over that, shouldn't we? Partly what prompted me to do some of the contracts. In fact, entirely why I did doing contracts, just to get a little bit of money so we can... Okay, back out of here and over to here. Now, these bits of land, that one there is 40,000. That one there is 14,000. If we clear the trees off... In fact, let's just go down there. If we clear the trees off this part and this part, we can get another goat pen in. It'll be quite a decent sized one. I don't know where would have the main entry part of it, but yeah, like this is not going to give us much in the way of wood at all. In fact, it might not even be worth putting it in the mill, but we'll see. Probably actually have like the... Yeah, we'll have the yard of it here. And we've got access to the grass. This is grass, right? Yeah. I mean, we'll have to treat it, because, let's be honest, it's going to be abysmal. Like, the pH will be out. The nitrogen is going to be whack. I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm not going to spoil it. But we're going to need a bit of money to do it. But, yeah, I mean, on top of getting the land. And that's not even... Those aren't even threat fields. I just don't want to unnecessarily delete more stuff or go straight over the top of a field. Anyway, so... you know what, we'll just wrap it up here, because, I mean, you can see what we're doing in the contracts. So we've done a deadwood, mostly for the wood. We've currently got that, less the rentals. That's $9,000 to $9,500, which is, I mean, let's be honest, that's good. That'll put us up to about 25,000 with whatever we get from making stuff overnight. That can be, you know, that's worth selling. But you know what? Let's get back up to not that one, this one. So glad, like, ooh. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Very happy with that, even if we only got an extra 4 capacity out of it. I'm assuming that the milk spawn's there, the animal trigger's there, the food trigger's there. So I don't think there's any triggers there. I hope there isn't, but yeah, I'm just gonna chuck the bales in there so we can, yeah, have that all sorted. I think there's enough trees here. I don't think I need to do anything more, and I don't know. We'll do something with this. Or it could just be a pull-in bay. Where we, we could drive on down in a non-farm equipment vehicle. Pull in here. Come in, do some work. But yes, happy with that. We got the loan paid off. Got the loan paid off, and we got another sheep enclosure. Well, yeah, that's a sheep enclosure. But more goats. So we are well and truly on our way to dealing with another threat. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here of the, buy it, fill it half full with adult goats and leave them to it. Gets us some production pretty quickly. But then it will fill out over the next, 5 months after that. It'll fill out 8 months after that. It'll be to full production. And we'll just see just how much more. But let's just jump into here. That has 61. 105 capacity. Plus another 46. 105, that's 151, I think. Rough maths. So I need to get another 99 goats. And then we're done on that threat. And then it's just onto the fields with the big, massive, massive one. In fact, the big, massive one that's actually next to, yeah, gotta get that one. Oh, look at the price of it. But, yeah, I'll get this guy moved off. Ooh, thank you, mate. Thank you, good sir. We'll just hold all this up. I'll get down to the big field. But thank you for joining me on another episode of the Triple Threat Challenge. And as always, do look after yourselves. Stay safe. And we will catch you in the next one.